still exploring Israel's unique landscape, I found myself in the harsh desert, which forms most of the country's southern area. In the midst of the arid land stands a magnificent fortress. Perched on top of the mountain overlooking the Dead Sea, the Masada Fortress was built by King Herod, a Roman-appointed ruler known for his extravagant building projects. This was to be his hiding place in case of a revolt, and he lavishly decorated it with bedrooms and bathhouses. Mosaic tiles, alabaster windows, and sophisticated water systems are only some of its design merits. But Masada was not to go down in history for its architecture, but for the events that took place decades after its construction. As the Romans took over Israel, Jerusalem and the Temple were once again destroyed. Jewish rebels were forced to flee into the desert, taking over the fortress and holding up in its walls for years. Roman encampments surrounded them until they successfully scaled the walls. The Jewish rebels were now in their last stand, and they had to decide their fate.
On this site, Jewish rebels chose to kill themselves and their families than to submit to Roman capture, a symbolic act in Jewish history.
The history of Masada and its dramatic end has become the embodiment of Jewish determination to live free in their own land. The inhospitable desert covers more than half of Israel's total land area. And yet, the country's agricultural sector today gives such a tremendous yield. Toby takes me to the Yehuda Market, a bustling place crammed with fresh fruits, vegetables, and just about anything else grown or picked from Israel's rich soil. Toby introduces me to some of his favorites.
This is halva. It's one of the most famous desserts in Israel and all over the Middle East, and made with sesame seeds as the base and sugar and plenty of flavorings. I wonder if we can get a taste.
Well, here he is, our man.
Coffee bean,
Thank you, thank you.
Very good, very good.
80% sesame.
Okay.
Little sugar, little ice.
So healthy. I like it. Very good. But your family has been preparing this for a long time? Your
Grandfather, 1947, only half.
So your grandfather was the halva king.
Yeah, I'm Prince.
Today, the market has also become a place where food and traditions come together, as seen in the variety of influences in each stall. Bread is one of the staple foods in the region, and it comes in such an incredible variety here in Israel, where East meets West.
Well, this is a famous bakery. It's called the Meteor Bakery. These crescent twists are among my favorites. They're called rugula. Well, they have a variety of fillings. Poppy seed is a very traditional one. Raisin, chocolate. Should we try one?
I'm happy to try. Okay.
Melts in your hands and in your mouth.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Very, very nice. Thank you very much.
Much of Israel's agricultural boom can be credited to the formation of the Kibbutz, a communal type of settlement where members live and work together in developing a farm, sharing duties and the profits they make. I visited the Merom Golan, one of the first kibbutzim in the northern part of Israel. I talked to Joanne, one of the members of the kibbutz, to learn more about this unique concept.
How important is the kibbutz to Israeli history and culture?
I think it's very important because it was a good idea. The idea of a community as it is today, I think is wonderful. We celebrate holidays together. We celebrate everything together. And if something happens, you have a community standing behind you.
Supporting you.
For better and for worse.
Nowadays, the kibbutz has evolved to a group of people with shared stakes in all types of businesses. Here in Merom Golan, they took advantage of the scenery and built a resort village with cabins and guest rooms for tourists visiting the area. But with the large tract of land, they still continue to invest in agriculture. I met Eran, an agriculturalist at the kibbutz.
It's amazing how beautiful the landscape is.
Yeah, we are actually we are in the north of the Golan Heights right now, about 950 meters above sea level. The advantage of the Golan Heights, which is cooler than the rest of Israel,
Yes,
is that we can grow winter vegetables in the summer.
I see, yes.
He shares with me some of the secrets to Israel's agricultural success. Also known as a tech nation, they have applied a lot of their scientific and technological advancements to farming. I was there just in time for cherry picking, one of Israel's biggest harvests. They say that the cold winters help the plants to sleep before they are waking up in the spring to yield tons of fruit.
When you plant, how long is gestation before they start bearing fruits?
Normally it will bear fruit in the second or third year, but for the Judaism, you can pick the tree before the fourth year of the tree.
I see.
It's from the Bible. We have this tradition
Yes.
that you have to give the tree 3 years to grow without
Yes.
pick it.
Yes.
After exploring the kibbutz, Toby's sister, Dr. Esther Furman, joined me for lunch at the common dining hall where members all gather for a meal.
Esther, I feel so good being here. I feel like when I was in grade school, the cafeteria at school was something like this. But how is it here in the kibbutz? Is everybody here welcome to come in?
Well, they have breakfast where anybody that lives here can come, and also the people from the resort village, they have their breakfast here. If you look around, you see all these people here are people who work here and members of the kibbutz.
I'm sure the food is very authentic. It looks very
The
good.
food is, as far as my experience, is very good.
So, bon appetit, how do you say it in
Bete avon.
Bete Avon?
Yes.
I learned something new again.
Good appetite.
Bete Avon.
Yes, yes. And we say l'chaim is cheers.
Cheers, lakahi.
L'chaim.
In the next part of our journey, we continue to understand the different faiths that have sprung up from this place. Being transported back to the time of Jesus of Nazareth and exploring the Israel he saw and experienced.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.